His head and hands are missing, severed as if by a sword. You can't tell if this was meant to be symbolic somehow, or a mere act of vandalism. As you take in its chiseled details, you have a vision. The statue comes to life and embraces you awkwardly with its broken arms. Unable to resist, you're flown away into an endless dark.
And you need to also examine the statue.
Severed as if by a sword. You can't tell if this was meant to be symbolic somehow, or a mere act of vandalism. As you take in its chiseled details, you have a vision. The statue comes to life and embraces you awkwardly with its broken arms. Unable to resist, you're flown away into an endless dark.
And while you were hearing that repeat for Bill, Sir Laura was freaking out that there are no trees or leaves or soil here.
Amid the soundless air of this alien world, a phantom-like figure awaits you. She too is a lizard, as you can tell, but there are telltale details in her features that conjure memories of incense and mantras. The onyx eyes, three-layered crown, and feathered shoulders. You recognize her from the statues that stand tall in desert sands. She is the goddess Zol Stissa, greatest of the seven.
Red Prince, welcome be. May your words command the rivers. May your hands direct the winds. Fire of sun and rock of earth. May they serve you like faithful slaves. Red Prince, it is an honor.
To your surprise, the goddess sinks to her knees and bows before you in reverence.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the middle ground and essentially, I guess, curtsy, although you'd think it'd be bow back and say the honor's mine.
Modesty? It doesn't quite become you.
She rises and considers you with deep-set admiration, like one would a work of art.
Red Prince, God-child, truest ruby of all realms. Tell me, do you know why you are red?
I am the spouse of the sun.
Yes. The tale of your birth and the love born to you by the sun will always remain a part of your mythology. But I think there is another reason for your brightness. You are red, Red Prince, because all of you is heart. You are carnage, and you are concord. The Lord of War and Lord of Wisdom. You are lust. And you are love. You are passion personified. That is why I saved you from the all-consuming sea. Why I soothed your lungs with my breath and placed you gently on the nearest shore. Red Prince, you are greater than all others, for you are the sum of all others. You are the Father, the life shaper made manifest in a man. I would see that man a god.
Well, I'm not going to say no to godhood.
And take it you must, for I am a goddess no longer, robbed of my powers by the usurping divine. We, the seven, are gathered here in these horrid halls of echoes, dead spirits vying for rebirth. But none of us will be the one of our children instead. A Godwoken like you. I have chosen you. You are to be my champion.
Again, not gonna argue. You've chosen me, obviously. So, what must I do?
A great battle is being waged. It is the twilight of the seven, and the day to dawn of the one. The powers of all divinity must unite, and they must unite in you, the paragon of lizards. Our kind must rule this world, and none other. None of the primordial slime that made it onto two legs by nature's oversight. Take up the mantle, Red Prince, and all will be well. All will be well.
As she speaks these last 4 words, the outline of the goddess shimmers, shakes, then transfigures into an all too familiar shape. She stands before you in the guise of her, the woman you've been dreaming of for as long as you can remember. She is unparalleled beauty, and her skin's as red as yours. Yes, here she stands, your deepest secret, your deepest desire. She whom you've longed for since your soul slipped into consciousness, and you lock eyes with her.
Who is this woman that I have apparently been seeing in dreams?
You think her but a mirage, ephemeral as smoke. But you know better, don't you? Know with all your soul. I could drop a stone into the well of your heart, and it would take the span of a sun's life for the little traveler to hit bottom. Such is the depth of your devotion. It is a good thing for the Life Shaper to possess such affection. For she, too, your secret love, has her part to play in downfall and divinity. Now of divinity, let me give you a taste.
She steps close, puts her hand on your chest and leans in.
Kiss me, my prince, for I am her. Kiss me, for I am your one true love.
The kiss is long and sweet as rosewater. As it endures, you can feel a whole new power invade and expand your spirit.
There.
It is Solsticer who is withdrawn from you, in her own godly guise once more.
What did you just do?
I kissed you. Has it been so long that you don't remember? Oh, I may have woven in a blessing, for effect. Cherish this purest of pearls I have given you. A droplet of untainted source, and a promise of things to come. I blessed the very water beneath your feet. Now you may wield that power for yourself. So take it with you, back to our beautiful world. There, use it to make that world yours. Before I let you go, though, there is one more matter we must touch upon. You are traveling with company, yes?
Yes, necessity has forced companions upon me.
You have many dangers to brave, and they can help you do so. But never forget what they truly are. Rivals. They are Godwoken too, and may be courted by the lesser 6. But you will be a god, none other. Smile at your fellow wanderers, but ready your knife, for its time will come. So, now we must part, with fire in your soul and resolve in your mind. We'll meet again, Red Prince. Always will I walk beside you.
The goddess steps back and waves, the warmth of her lips still lingering on yours. Then, sudden light and lightning, and you are gone.
And I need to talk to Sir Laura real quick.
Blessed branches, we've returned. Every second we spent in that hellish place was a second the great acorn drew closer. Interesting. You thought it was interesting, Quercus. Do you know what's interesting? Watching an entire world be strangled by the roots of doom, seeing the giant races fall like leaves in frost, hearing the screams of... I don't know what you're talking about. I am perfectly calm. Anyway, as interesting as that cold hellscape might have been, it does not solve our problem. We are here to stop the great acorn, not hide from it. It's already helping more than it knows, Quercus. The fate of the world depends on our ability to research a spell to protect Rivellon. We need to travel across the land, gathering clues, experimenting with different magics, and come up with a spell to shield Rivellon from its doom. Of course, for us to do that, we must avoid being eaten by the servants of the Great Acorn. And that is where our big, foolhardy shield comes in.
Are you sure I can't do more than just kill Voidwoken for you?
Quercus! Quirkus, it thinks it can use magic at our level. I don't know if that's adorable or just sad. No, I am not going to share our magic with it. I don't care how much you like it, Quirkus. Very well, I cannot give it magic, but I can teach it how to forge one spell, if it will keep you happy. One.
The squirrel reaches out, touching your foot with a delicate paw, and you feel your mind open. You can see the forces of magic and see how to combine them in a new way.
There, maybe now your pet will have a fighting chance. Yes, you're welcome, but can we please get on and save the world now?
And I gotta talk to this guy.
Yeah, now you can finally talk to yours. I didn't want the conversations overlapping.
Raises the visor of his highly polished helm. Beneath it, his handsome face is weary, yet his eyes burn fierce and bright. He glowers at you with disgust.
You pray not at my shrines? Can't say I'm surprised. You, my most wayward cub.
He spits over his shoulder, folding thick arms across his steel-bound chest.
You don't recall me, do you? I am Ralik, prime among the seven, and father of all humans. Father of you. I preferred you as a child, pious and devout, remember? I called you to follow me, and so you did.
Hold me to an order I want no more part of.
Ralik gazes at your upright form, a contemptuous frown creasing his face.
Look at you now. My child, a killer for hire. You can't hide. I see the dead who whisper your name as they pass the threshold of the halls of echoes. And who's to blame?
And now I'm just gonna give you the silent treatment.
I know you blame the gods. But what blame can the gods take for the actions of men? The gods didn't make you into a mercenary, but nor did the gods make you refuse to kill that elf in Fort Joy. Oh yes, I know about that. You're a paradox, Ifan. And who's responsible?
He stares deeply into your eyes.
Yep. I'm just gonna... That.
While you resolve that moral quandary, I'm just gonna kill some salamanders.
Rage that reigns, red cousin. I drain you dry. I make you pay. I wipe away the stain.
I didn't expect it to talk.
As you gaze into his deep green eyes, you feel your whole consciousness following. You notice every shade of stone within, from iridescent emerald to flecks of grey. The verdant pools encompass you. There is nothing else, nothing but Ralik's eyes. Suddenly, a vision coalesces. You see yourself, the bright and zealous crusader you once were. You are reckless, scouting through deep forest. You are racing with a message of utmost importance for the elven people. You make it to civilization. Too late. An explosion devastates the beating heart of the elven city. Ancestor trees thunder, strong trunks crack even louder than the horrified screams. A fetid miasma pulls the air. Gasping on the fumes, you are dragged to safety by a wolf who appears out of nowhere. He pulls you free, clawing an elven woman who gets in your way. She collapses, freezing under the choking dust. She clutches your ankle with her hand, gripped tight as a vice. As you reach down to help, her hand falls away, lifeless. Through the haze, the death fog, you see her dead eyes, black and staring. Through her lifeless eyes you fall. You see them, Legion. The thousands slain that day, those you were too late to save. The hundreds slain by your own hands since then. Mountains of corpses and rivers of blood. You see the motherless children left behind. Scarred slaves sold to the highest bidder. Choices you made, contracts you took. The army of the lost gaze at you silently, their loathing and reproach palpable. Encased in pitch black of deadest night, you know not which way is up and which way down. Vertigo spins your senses as you see the consequences of each choice you made. one damning choice after another. The guilt you try to escape from lies here, bare, throbbing. It was waiting for you here all along, in this filthy chamber at the base of your rotten heart. Your pain pulses, ebbs and flows, undammed. You widen your eyes, striving to see further, but a stinging sound drags you back to reality. Rallick stands before you, gimlet eyes hard now. He slaps you again, harder.
Pity won't bring them back. Nothing can bring them back. But you can yet come back yourself. Long ago, you turned your face away from all that is light. Turn back to me, and you could yet save others. Could save all.
Rallick slaps you again, full force. He stares into your eyes with challenge.
That's what I'm looking for. That crusader courage. The courage to stand up for what's right.
Rallick punches you full in the face. You feel a familiar sensation as the delicate bones of your oft-broken nose give way.
Oh, I'm gonna punch you.
He catches your arm in one vice-like fist and dangles you above the ground. He laughs and shakes you like a rag doll. You feel rage surge within you, barely containable. Feel it electrifying your blood in your veins, pumping through you. You feel like yourself.
Oh, I'm a headbutt you. I'm a headbutt a god.
That is your instinct, it seems.
And releases you.
That's it, Ben Mesd. That fierce spark of zeal is why I chose you. Why I saved you from that sinking ship. You tried to hide it behind the The light shines through. Embrace who you really are. Why did you become a crusader in the first place? You heard my call, not Lucian's. So fight for me. I need you. The Seven didn't abandon Rivlon. We are trapped here, powerless and squabbling. You, ruthless son of humanity, you will be my champion in the world. You are my Godwoken.
Yeah, that has a nice ring to it.
I will grant you my blessing, fierce wolf. It will aid you on the path out of this place. And then we will have words again.
Rallick steps towards you, solemn of face and veil. He raises a hand and presses it upon your heart. A surge of warmth and well-being rushes through you.
You may have noticed I've tried to help you on your journey. I blessed the water beneath your feet so that it would aid you. Now you have the power for yourself. And this is only the beginning. More and greater powers await you, if only you will seek them. Only one like you can wield them.
I've spotted something.
Now go, Godwoken. Go with my blessing. Let it remind you always of who you are. My crusader.
Nice.
So what do you want me to do?
In time, I will ask more of you. But now, your goal
Careful.
is simple.
I've spotted a trap.
Survive. Escape the grasp of those who would imprison you.
I've
Who would
spotted
break you.
something.
Who would limit your true potential. My child. You and you alone must rise above the reach of minor people. But before you lope away, let me ask. You are traveling with company, yes?
Yep, I mean, yep.
Be aware, they're not your friends. They are your rivals.
Honestly, he's telling you the truth.
They are God-woken too. But you are the one who will be a god, none other. Keep your claws sharpened and your eyes bright and keen. See everything from two sides. Take the wolf that saved you, that follows you so dutifully. Watch him. The wildest animals often turn and bite the hand that feeds them. Until we meet again, my child.
That was odd. And no idea where I'm supposed to be going.
Out of the cave.
Voidwoken. We meet again.
Vermin, thieves, pests, leeches. This world is ours.
Okay, guess you caught up.
More of them. These beasts are damn persistent.
You're probably gonna have to jump up.
Fall, die, pass away. Your end, you will not be spared. Your time is up. Squash the vermin, hang the thieves. Ours, you are ours. We are many and all. We were first. We are the beginning and the end. We will return.
So bugs can give dramatic speeches now?
Dramatic speeches where they're interrupting each other, no less.
They can keep calling us vermin, but we'll just keep putting them down.
Blinding radiance. You have one action point. Just leave it to me. Yeah, that one's too far away for me to do much against, but I don't really want to go running up to it because I would rather make it run through all this fire. So I'm just going to set up my sun aura. Okay.
The corpses of voidlings lie in heaps around you, a miasma of cursed fluid pooling at your feet.
Those filthy beasts were like rats. A swarm most vile, but vanquished as a matter of course.
I don't really like either of these, but okay.
No worse than a death fog nightmare. Ichor and madness, and then it's all over.
Yeah, honestly, that wasn't too difficult of a fight. Maybe if it had been, like, on the first beach we washed up on? Back when we were running around in tattered clothes and such, but not so much now. Okay, so that's back through, like, the noxious bulb nightmare that we accidentally unleashed upon ourselves, but there seems to be some stuff, so... we'll deal. Let me talk to her. Never mind. It would have gone better if it'd been me.
Behind a rock, up on the ledge before you. Her stare is as
I
sharp as the
misclicked.
bolt eyeing you from atop her crossbow.
Sorry.
It's okay. I'm just, your prince is just right here behind this guy.
No, Magister, or draw one last deep breath.
I think I'm just going to show her the collar.
Yeah.
She notices your collar, and you can see the tension ease out of her martial pose.
No, I suppose you don't look like a Magister. Those dogs don't leash their own. Except for Alexander himself, as it happens.
Even.
I apologize for the steel-tipped welcome, but lives are at stake. Hold on, I'll let you up.
With one graceful motion, the lizard throws down a tangled mess of vines for you to climb.
Come, ascend to the sanctuary of Amadia. You'll find you're not the only guest here, but the Great Mother provides for all.
So I think I need to talk to her. Yep,
The proud
Hara.
man has returned, but yours is the pride, is it not? All in this sanctuary rejoice to have Sir Gareth back, but yours is the glory.
Yep, we saved him.
Good. You did well. These seekers were blind without their leader, but you returned their one-eyed king.
I get the impression that you don't think very much of Gareth, and neither do I, so...
He is a good man. He will try to do well. But you, I think, will be the one to make the true difference.
So, Stingtails told me to come here searching for you because you're apparently a more powerful dreamer.
And you have found her.
Her eyes grow misty, and for a moment it looks like she's about to hug you, but thinks better of it.
Oh, sweet prince, if I think of the perils you have faced, of the indignities you've had to suffer, but know that I, like you, will do all in my power to find your way home once more, unto the very throne.
I'm touched by your loyalty, and I will remember you when I eventually regain my throne.
Thank you, your majesty, but the honor of partaking in your destiny is all the reward I desire. We both know why you've come. We both know where I must take us. The dark, the dangerous dark. Dream with me, my lord. Dream with me.
Yep, okay.
Her skin is warm against yours. Her breathing
Apparently we can just fall asleep standing up.
and sink. You drown in her maelstrom eyes. Darkness. A hand pressed in yours, tugging you along.
I'm gonna really hope that's Bahara.
There are things in this unnatural darkness. They slither behind you so quickly, more quickly than you. You move through the absolute black, whipped sore by unseen tendrils. Then, suddenly, in the distance, a streak of red, as if a gargantuan dragon opens a solitary eye.
Well, red's usually a good thing for me.
You run. You run with all you have. The red eye widens. A solitary sun. Run, red, run, then white. A lazy red once more. A desert camp at sunset. Amid the carpets and perfumed waters stands a lizard dreamer dressed in royal silks.
Thank you, Bahara, for leading our son through the darkness. Welcome be, Red Prince, to the haven in the horror.
Yeah, Bahara did a good job.
Truly is she a daughter of dreams.
With a polite gesture, the dreamer bids you make yourself comfortable. Wine and delicacies await.
Red Prince, your majesty, I am Bramos the Wanderer, leader of the House of Dreams and, unbeknownst to you, your greatest champion. Countless times since your birth have I, and so many dreamers with me, foiled the attempts of your enemies to assassinate your royal person, until we failed.
The last demon you summoned, for power's sake and for lust's sake, she was indebted to those who seek your demise. Of this we had no knowledge. But for the might of your own magic, the House of Shadows would have finally had its way. But for your own awing strength, the day would have ended with your death instead of your downfall.
I mean, it's not exactly surprising that I've been hunted, and I'm also not going to tell them they did a horrible job, because apparently they were doing their dang best, so... And I was apparently the one that decided to summon a demon for questionable reasons. So yeah, seems like you've been quite the guardian angel.
A role I'll continue to play until the day I die, Your Majesty. I swear it. All we know is that the House of Shadows seeks to kill you. Their motives are as obscure as their very existence. But I surmise it has something to do with another obscure existence. Hers.
He looks aside, and where his eyes lead, a second figure appears. It is she, the secret of your soul. The goddess knew her, and Bramos knows her too. She who's been in your dreams since the sunburst that was your own dawn.
Is she?
She is change, just as much as you are. She is the true crown, the true throne, the true empire, vast as the stars' domain. Find me, and I will guide you to her. To Reaper's Coast I'll go, and hide in the mist beneath the hamlet of Driftwood. Come meet me, Kindler, Shaper, Father, and wake, awake.
We have walked the wastes of Nightmare and survived, my prince. It is not a feat given to many.
Yeah, I would have perished if not for you, so good job.
It was my pleasure. The darkest dark is perilous, but we braved it with worthy ambition. The promise that is Bramos. You are the dreamer's dream, Red Prince, and so is she. We must know what these visions mean, and we must make them come to pass.
Well, if you have anything you'd like to ask her.
Welcome to this sanctuary. Amadia's eye in the storm.